There's a Bat, there's a Darkseer with Surge, there's a Clockwork. There's kind of all the gap close that makes this hero very difficult to play. I mean, I'm really worried. I gotta be honest. Like, I think Monaspa, they've got some kind of cool...
Oh, there we go. First blood for Mr. TA2000 on his Shadow Fiend. This could be a tough one. I'm very excited to see how Monaspa sort of step up against Ooredoo. I think they do have it in them. You know, we know Monaspa's a very solid team. But yeah, for anyone that's been missing the games from Ooredoo Thunder so far this season, they've been looking just on fire. They've not dropped a single game in any of the series. So it's going to be a challenge for Monaspa. And they're playing into the challenge sort of with an interesting hand with the heroes we've got. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch this one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, I really do want to highlight what I'm all saying about it because I'm with Kezu where I love the second phase of what they did.
Well, you like the Quap Omni.
Yeah, the Quap Omni versus the Bat, totally try to shut down Noob. But this is Noob, so I'm pretty sure he's played this matchup a ton of times. I know Quap can just dumpster most Bat Riders, but I think Noob, he's going to do all right. And I think if the Quap actually doesn't dumpster the Bat, the game becomes really awkward. I think Wish actually has to have a good game. Otherwise, I don't really see where the aggression from their draft comes from. You have to have pretty much your 4 Primal Beasts do everything for you, because the other lanes, like, you know what Death Prophet does. Death Prophet just plays her lane, goes for Greaves, pushes tower, can't really make rotations and stuff like that. Omni Knight is a hero that just sits behind a core and heals, so I feel like the whole game is relying on if Wish has a good game, and Spartan is just dead bottom, I think.
Oh, he's trying his best around the tree line here. Omar's chasing him down. Some good little jukes, but not enough to keep him alive.
Yeah.
Indeed, Wuta and Omar able to take him out of that bottom lane. I mean, all in all, you know, as you say, you're kind of worried about the vulnerability of the Clinks. Does that sort of begin from, like, the laning stage as well? Like, this is a lane where Nande will feel the heat?
You know, honestly, we're dating back to when I used to play. We have Darkseer versus Clinks, so in the past, we had this action happening top Fiori.
I think Desire should have the edge here, especially with the backup of Skylight. Yeah, Monaspa, they'll be able to get themselves their first kill on the board there. As Corey loses out in the trade.
Clinks used to be a counter pick versus Darkseer. So then I saw the Darkseer picked versus the Clinks. I thought that was kind of interesting. Things have changed. So now I think it's gone a little bit better for Darkseer versus this matchup because it's just about getting on top of Clinks. And Clinks has become a lot weaker, in my opinion, compared to what he once was. So I personally just like Ooredoo's draft across the board. I think so much is relying on if Wish has a good lane. And I mean, looking right now, Noob, I'm telling you, I think that he has played this matchup 1,000 times. So.
Yeah, I mean, I guess one of the benefits is the Quap. At least you shouldn't die. You always have that blink if things start to get a bit rough, but things will probably get rough and you're having to sort of spend your moments jumping away from the creep wave and such. Back up top, another bit of a battle here between Kaori and Desire. Looks like Desire should be able to walk away in time.
The other thing I wanted to touch on is I actually really like the last pick of, or not the last pick, sorry, the Shadow Fiend pick for TA2000. I think he's amazing on all of his ranged heroes, but I think this is one of those range safe laners that can actually pressure an offlaner like Death Prophet, where most heroes can't actually touch DP. This hero has the burst damage. You have the chase down if DP messes up. It's similar in the mid lane where, you know, SF kind of counters DP from there. It's similar as if you're inside safe lane. So
yeah, for sure. Anytime the Death Prophet wants to try and stand their ground, you know, if you get a couple of stacks of raises hitting, and then suddenly the Death Prophet really has to consider if they want to stick around and stay aggressive, because if they kind of make the miss call, then they're going to end up dying in that trade. So for sure.
Mid lane starting to get a little bit better for Wish. You know, once you got 2 points in your dagger, but I mean, Noob held his own really hard during these first 4 waves. That I think he's going to be just fine. And I think enabling your Bat Rider, if a team is double counterpicking you, I mean, we'll see, of course, like what happens in the mid game and everything, but if they're like double counterpicking you and you're having this good of a lane right now, that kind of tells a big tale for me, for Noob.
Yeah. We'll see here. I mean, Noob just very much in full control of the wave.
Up top, Kaori looks to be dead again.
We'll try and run, but maybe see if we can get Corey up. No, won't be able to get the hit in. So indeed, dying a second time here. He's very much keeping the attention completely away, of course, from TA2000. Bottom lane, Nande. He's skilled the Skeleton Walk to try and escape from this, but the sentry's down and they'll just chase him out and damage the Iron Shells. That's going to be him out of the lane.
Nicely done. I mean, he's still farming very well. He's got 18-4 last hits, but yeah, able to get on top of him. And I mean, Spartan, he's trying to keep the wave alive He might end up dying for it, but you can see the idea of what he wants to do here. He's like, I need to protect this wave for my Clinks, but yeah, it's going to cost him his life.
Oh.
Or
He's got the very far on the stick charges. He's making them work for it. But
Nande.
Oh, no, Nande.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's caught in the cogs. I mean, Spartan's going to buy back. He has to. He's got to make sure Nande doesn't go down. Unfortunately enough, obviously, with the skeleton walk, they don't have any further detection. So Nande will live, but indeed Spartan having to expend the buyback. But, I mean, we're seeing with the little things here, Spartan absolutely doing everything he can to try and make this lane better, as you say, sort of from giving up his life to hold the creeps out of the tower, so it'll be there for the Clinks as he comes back in. And as we saw, yeah, coming in with the buyback, just making sure that Nande is protected, because they cannot afford for Nande to die there.
I mean, if he misses like a full double, like almost a triple wave, it would have been disastrous. So yeah, good buyback from Spartan. They didn't actually skill vacuum. He went for the surge early, so didn't have that extra potential threat to get the kill. I think maybe if he had vacuum instead of surge, perhaps they could have gotten it instead, but maybe they wouldn't have had the rundown, so whatever. Alrighty. Cool. And we're looking at mid. Yeah, Wish is starting to do a lot better. 3 points in dagger now. But he is going all... Ooh. He almost dies. Okay. Ooh. He is going all in on lane build.
Oh, bottom.
Bottom again? Nande. Oh, boy.
I mean, Spartan as well. Oh, battery assault does come to an end.
They want him, though.
They do indeed want to keep diving here underneath the tower. They'll be able to sandwich him in, dominating for Wuta. It's, as we see on the CS, Nande, he's top last hits. 26 and 4. He's been cleaning up the CS, but the fact that Ooredoo Thunders are getting the kills out of this lane is going to feel very good for Wuta.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the dream. You usually don't see a Darkseer have a very successful lane. He's 0 and 2. He's level 5, so very good start for him. And there's a hero that can enable something like a Batrider quite hard with the Surge and with high-level points of Ion Shell. So Noob already having a good lane, and he's going to be able to transition to play with his supports. Maybe he'll just die here, actually.
I mean, he was definitely played a bit cheeky there. Obviously wanted to hang around to try and get the 6-minute bounty for the refill. But it does make sure he backs off in time, knows that he can't push his luck and stick around with Desire and Skylight, ensuring that he doesn't get to make that play.
Nicely done from the two offlaners, kind of. They're not really shutting down TA2000 whatsoever. He's absolutely free farming, but at least they're able to slow down the bat a tiny bit. Maybe even Kaori in the mid lane if he steps up too far.
They will be able to charge over towards him. There'll be TPs coming in, but nothing to be done to save Kaori. Very much tanking the death so far this game. 3 times he's died, sort of from top lane to mid lane. Obviously, if any of your heroes are going to die, this is the one you choose for it to be, your position 5.
Oh, they actually had the thing happen too with the catapult, where I believe it hit somebody and dragged it, so the catapult actually ran into the tower and suicided rather than sticking with the wave. I love when that happens. As now Kaori again.
Oh, he has got Noob by his side. We'll see how much Wish and Spartan want to try and commit him for Kaori, as indeed with the Batrider around, things get a bit more complicated. Desire, he wants to go for it. He charges in.
He got it.
Runs over Kaori. Once again, getting taken out. This is maybe a few too many deaths at Monaspa. They'll be pretty happy just picking up these free kills on the tree every time he turns up into the mid lane at this pace.
Yeah, I like the way that they're just full committing for it, because I was going to mention, if you look at Wish's build, it's all about laning dominance and all about kills. It's not a farming build. 0 points in the scrim. So I think if they can ever jump in and go for these type of plays, it's going to be beneficial for him. And looking at the overall game for him, we talked a lot about just lane, how they counterpick the bat. He's not playing into the craziest amount of stuns, so Wish could really kind of pop off if he has a good next few moments.
So what Wish is able to commit him for? Noob standing his ground against Desire. Yeah, it's got the backup of the team here, so they'll step towards the Primal Beast, but same to be said for Desire. Wish and Spartan by his side. He's able to retreat safely back to his half of the map. Omar's going to try and run down Spartan. So who's going to be able to get their hands on the DD rune? It will be Desire. He'll step down into the river to claim that one. TA2000 will start to get the razors stacked up onto Spartan. The heals are enough, and Spartan's back to safety. Omar and Kaori, though, not quite as much. Desire, he's able to just run him over once more. Takes down Omar. He's looking for Kaori. Trying to do his best to duke out the razors. Won't manage to do so. TA2000 able to take Desire down in time to ensure that this time Kaori does not die to Desire.
How many heroes just showed up to the mid lane?
Everybody was there.
Everybody
mid
party.
laners, everything.
Yeah. TA2000 instantly pops Mango, goes back top, so not much time wasted from him. Shows up mid, gets a kill, goes straight back to his safe lane. Nicely done. Skylark now has 6, so probably looking to get some pressure toward the top lane. And Witter, level 7 on the Darkseer already. Arcane Boots plus double null. He's going to be off to a very good start. And having such early Ion Shell, it's going to pose kill threat onto heroes that maybe don't think that they're actually killable at this early stage. His bottom, Nande.
There's the back wall. Cogs down, sentries, dust as well. They've got full vision upon him. Nowhere for Nande to run. He's gone. Wuta picks up another.
It's like, I think as a Clinks there, you're probably like, guys, there's no way they can go on me. I'm 1500 HP. But they can. DA 2000.
He's trying his best to stand his ground. There's not much he can do when they get on top of him. Sonic Wave cleans him up. So both teams losing the carries as each side makes sort of symmetrical moves. Will be very, very close so far. 7 to 8, less than 1k gold difference.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Loving the aggression from both sides. I think yesterday we had a game with less kills at like the 30-minute mark.
We did, what was it, the Hustlers versus Ancient Tribe? Was it? Yeah, that was
something like that.
A very slow-paced game. But this one, action straight from the off. We'll see Nande very close to having the Maelstrom done. Imagine overall we'll just be going for that typical, Maelstrom, Treads, Gleipnir, and then depending on the state of the game, whether he can afford to get the Daedalus, the damage item, or if he needs something more defensive.
Yep, standard Clinks. I don't think there's I don't think you can deviate on this hero.
No.
And we'll see if he gets a Grove Bow or not, and of course the usual, or a Brigands or whatever. One of the top tier damage items is Omar is doing so much work. Look at this Ion Shell. Yeah. Spartan's probably just dead here as well. He's getting TPs.
Ooh, yeah, he's got a rocket flare to throw out. Doesn't even need to get the kill. I mean, Monaspa, they'll make sure they clean up Omar in return. Wish and Desire come in. I will get the trade. Quick high five over to the tower on the way out from Omar.
Quick move top, Noob. We know how active he likes to play on his bat. Hasn't been able to find too much yet this game. 0-0-0. But he will be able to stop this push from coming out. So working on some Ancients, Nande. I think they had, a double stack prepared for him, so we'll be able to accelerate, catch back up to the SF. But all in all, okay, so Batrider, Noob is being effective now. Now we're affected now that we're seeing rotation's not really working out, has been slowed down because he can't actually sit in the mid lane, can't gank side lanes either. Now he has boots of travel though, so the farm should continue, but yeah, his net worth has been slowed down significantly from all the attention they put.
No, absolutely, yeah. And that's exactly how you need to play, right? And it was clear with their draft, they were really doing what they could to make sure that Noob doesn't have an easy game on the bat. So between the draft and the strategy so far from Monaspa, they've definitely managed to achieve a heavy slowdown on his opening to this game, Noob.
Trying to take down mid tower. They've got this catapult here. All about that emphasis of taking early tier 1s, playing versus Train Protector, but level 3 armor. They're sending Skylark. They really want to try to get this tower. But catapult is going to drop.
And I mean, and for Ooredoo, how much do they care about this tower going down? I mean, for pretty much the entirety of the game, Wooch has been sat bottom. Will he head over towards the mid lane, or?
I think so, yeah. You want to keep all your tier 1s alive when you have Trey.
Yeah.
I think they're going to bring... I think they probably want to just bring everyone.
I see, yeah. Wooch is starting to make his way back into his triangle, so in a close area, if does find the potential to head into that mid lane and help the team out.
Monaspa is smoked up, though. Scan comes out. They'll get on Noob.
They're going to look for him. Now see Noob go straight for the TP out, but Desire comes crashing in. And Noob...
Back.
Woo, he's still ticking down to the dagger. Sonic Wave from Wish finds the angle, cleans him up. So indeed, once again, Monaspa just doing a fantastic job of shutting down Noob's bat.
As soon as the Darkseer moved away, Wish now.
He blinked it aggressively. I think he sort of saw Omar there, felt that he could jump in for a bit of an aggressive play, but underestimated the fact that Wuta was right around the corner. Between the two of them, they had no struggle taking down that Quap, so a bit of an overstep there from Wish.
A little bit of maybe mixed communication coming out from Monaspa.
Yeah.
Like, the first kill is good, and then I see Skylark. I think he's probably telling his team, hey, guys, I'm Exorcism, I'm hitting mid. Where are you guys at? And then they go for the next kill, too, so bit of a mistake there coming out from Monaspa. Definitely wanted to put a little more attention with their DP ult. Now it's a DP ult completely wasted. And yeah, this Darkseer, I mean, Wader's off to an unbelievable game, as we said. He's part of 9 of the kills, 7 going to his hand. He's going to have Greaves finished up super early. Yeah, that's going to be really nice for a Shadow Fiend lineup.
No, absolutely, yeah, some crazy timings here from Wuta.
He's already got, like, the reason also is, like, he's got so many levels. He's level 10, so he already has 3 points Surge, 2 points Vacuum. He's already pretty much fight ready.
So what can get set up around this bottom tower. Wish and Spartan are in position.
Okay.
See how heavy Ooredoo want to push in. There's definitely a chance that there's a few members of Monaspa down here. So I won't do anything too crazy. Wuta holds back and, as you say, just wants to get these Greaves done. It will be a very, very, very fast timing.
They are buying all the space in the world for Nande. And I'm waiting to see, we know what Clinks can do in pubs.
Sure.
I think we've all seen it a million times. Wait a second. Up top, Desire in trouble. He gets grabbed. But, yeah, we've seen this, Clinks in pub, the Gleipnir. You're able to just sit back and farm always. But versus a real team, let's see what's really going to happen. Because, as we mentioned, as the panel talked about, this hero was unpicked in Div 1. I think the only unpicked, unbanned hero, if I'm not mistaken.
That's pretty insane. And the thing is as well, I feel when you're playing Clinks, the thing you don't like, you want to be able to pop your Gleipnir, stand in position, get your strafe off. Ooredoo Thunders, they've got quite a few heroes that once they see where you are in the fight, as long as they're not all getting caught, somebody's going to be able to get on top of the Clinks and kind of stop you from being able to get that full strafe off. So it won't be easy for Nande this game, even when he has that first major item done.
For sure. And even something like a support could even kill him, right? If Omar is Dion shelled and he gets a hook shot, this Clinks could just die, as we saw earlier. You feel very tanky because you're like, oh, I'm Clinks with 1700 HP or whatever, but the damage that comes out from Ion Shell is very deceptive. But so far, very even. 11-10. Both teams content. I think Monaspa probably wanting to get a little bit more pressure going because they just, if you look, the tier 1s are all full HP again already. They're not able to slow down this healing that's coming out from Kaori, and he's getting farmed. We've seen this so much from these trees. They just sit in their safe lane. They just spam living armor. They get their shard, and they eventually get Blink Refresher and stuff like that. So I think for Monaspa, they ideally want to try to put more emphasis to get this tower, but so far it's just not working. And this is buying a lot of time for TA2000. The weak points of Shadow Fiend. They even get a hook shot. Skylark might be in trouble.
He's in a lot of trouble here. Easy kill here for the team. Ooh.
So yeah, this is like the window of the game where Shadow Fiend he's frail. He's weak in a lot of situations because you just don't have BKB and you can get killed, but
it's in the mid. Oh,
Noob's alive.
Does catch Noob, but it's not enough damage to push him over the edge there. As now Ooredoo Thunders are ready to come in and try and find something in return as they'll run down Desire.
Ion Shell.
And Vacuum up on the cliff. He's going to opt for the TP out, but a couple of raises from TA2000 say no to his escape. As they get the kill, and TA2000 with this action that he's picking up very close towards that BKB now. Just about 1,000 gold to go. Top net worth on this SF. It's going to be a very solid BKB timing.
Yeah.
And at that point, when Monaspa bring these fights towards Ooredoo, and still at a stage where maybe Nande doesn't quite feel he's ready to turn up, these could be some tough team fights for Monaspa.
Absolutely. Like I was mentioning, the time that you want to take advantage of SF is pre-BKB because he's very fragile, easy to get on top of, etc. With BKB, and it's going to be so early too, that's going to cause huge problems. Their damage, they're not going to be able to focus fire him really hard. Yes, they do have ways, of course, to pierce through it with the Quap ult, with the Clinks damage, with the Death Prophet Exorcism and stuff like that, but he's got a pretty strong surrounding cast. He's going to be living armored. He's going to get grieved up with this BKB, so this Shadow Fiend could just stand his ground in most of these team fights. Monaspa finally will get that top tower, but it's taken them some time. And of course, there we go. There's the growth bow for Nande. We expected it. Omar.
He's going to have some TPs coming in, but maybe Ooredoo Thunders can still find something in return. Corey starting off the action at the top. They get the vacuum onto the two of them. Wish just blinks out immediately. Still no overgrowth for a few seconds. So Corey not quite able to set up the fight that he may have hoped for with that position. We'll see Ooredoo Thunders now starting to back off Monaspa. The 5 of them pretty much just chasing them down. Seeing if they can get any catch on the retreat, but Noob, he's out with the Firefly and the rest of Ooredoo back underneath the tier 1 tower. They'll back off. Wish is going to continue diving in. Has the DD. So wants to play aggressive, but quick burst to the Guardian Greaves.
He just
Wuta safe.
He just gave away the fact that there's a ward there, but they're still standing right on top of it.
They might still be able to get kills out of this. Wuta is going to get jumped. They are able to take down Wuta. They take down Corey. Buybacks are coming out. Ooredoo Thunders desperately want to punish this one. Wish gets caught in the cogs with a Blinks back up. He's out of there. Desire grabs Noob with the Pulverize. Noob nearly dying underneath the tier 2. TA2000 in with the Requiem will catch the fear onto Spartan, so they'll get the Omni Knight. but not a bit of aggression there from Monaspa, getting him past the tower, as you say, and obviously letting them know that the vision was there, but they certainly made it pay off for them. You know, they get the kills, they force out a buyback from Kaori, they only end up losing, Spartan on the side of Monaspa, so some good classic Monaspa aggression hit.
And, I mean, Desire is going to look to be able to TP out. Yeah, he gets away. Okay, they finally get the ward. If they had a sentry actually earlier, they get the Clinks as well. They didn't have a sentry. I think the dust was popped early on Kaori or something like that, and the Clinks just doesn't get rooted. He actually was in AoE of Overgrowth, but no vision to get on top of him. So a big mistake there coming out for Ooredoo Thunders, and Monaspa, they capitalize. Don't get the tower, but they get some big kills.
Oh, look at this now. Nande, Gleipnir's done. He's on the hunt for Noob.
Yeah, he's strong now. Bow puts Gleipnir, timing is excellent.
Should be able to kill him in the combo here. That's the setup. In comes the damage. Ooh, good knockback with the Flame Break. Noob able to step to the side of the strafe. He's away back down into the jungle of Monaspa. We'll see the rest of Ooredoo getting aggressive onto Skyline. Caught him in the cogs. A few punches from TH2000 bringing him low. He's keeping himself alive with the Siphon. In fact, he's going to be able to... finally dies there. TH2000 able to get the last hit in. Now with the BKB popped, he'll look towards Desire and Nande as well. Those two will be able to kite out to the side. So they lose Skylight, but they don't lose anything more there, Monaspa. Making sure, they can cut their losses there.
Very back and forth.
Mid. Wish and Spartan, they've gone in for this. Noob's going to try and stand his ground with the lasso, holding down Wish, but Nande's in for the side with the strafe. Wish, he's going to end up living. Oh, no. TO2000 in the last moment, but he may have given his life for that play. As Desire charges in, pulverized onto the SF. They get the cleanup. TO2000 down. That's a huge kill there for Monaspa. I mean, and Nande, he's getting involved in some nice action here. These are the last few fights where he's been able to turn up, sort of poke his head in, and get the damage done. He's going to be feeling pretty good about this. He'll start working on the BKB next himself.
He's getting to do Clinks things. The fights are happening, it happens bottom and then quickly happens in the mid lane, and he's already there. He was already prepared with his team skeleton walking over. Beautiful rotations from this Clinks.
Yeah, absolutely. And just the overall game plan, in the set, back in action in the mid.
Spartan.
Get the back in wall combo onto the two of them. Have they got the damage to take down Nande and Spartan? Desire, again, making sure that he keeps his teammates covered, charges in to try and take the attention away from his Clinks, and it's going to work. They're able to get the kill on Wuta. Noob also taken down, the double damage on Nande. They're doing the work back to the tier 1 tower as well. Nande Clinks, it's certainly working, and overall, just Noob's back game, it's been shut down completely. He's just not able to do anything at all here with the way that Monaspa's playing.
They're just showing up too quick. They're fighting too frequently. It's Nande providing the damage, but it's Desire time and time again. These onslaughts, he's getting them perfectly on top of 3
this
heroes.
Is some great Primal Beast stuff. I mean, we've seen this a few times from Monaspa with Desire.
Yeah.
It's definitely a new one to sort of add to the list. With Desire, you kind of think of the Rubik's, the Earth Spirits. I think with the games we're seeing from him on Primal Beast, it's definitely going to be one of the top ones to watch out when he gets his hands on.
They're going to finish it in time. They're getting very low.
Yeah. Can Ooredoo Thunders make the jump in time? Good block from Desire. Gets in position, makes sure that the hook shot cannot be found. They're still in to try to get the fight here. They get the vacuum into the cogs, into that Requiem. A sweet little combo set up by Ooredoo Thunders, but they weren't quite able to do it in time before Roshan goes down. Nande gets the Aegis, and Desire dying in a perfect way there. Blocks the entrance to the pit, makes sure that the space is there for his teammates to finish the objective.
He's playing like a total beast on this Primal Beast every single time. Yeah, he's just there to get the connections. He reads the plays. Really nicely done. And now Noob, still no BKB. Nande's on the hunt.
He certainly is. Oh, it's not. Oh, is it? Oh, it's close.
Almost.
Needed one more hit there.
Living armor saves him.
It really
instant
does.
living armor coming out from Kaori. Protects versus most stuff physical. But this Clinks is a huge threat now. He can kind of go for solo kills all over the place. He's almost level 18.
Yeah, absolutely. With the fights, the kills that he's been picking up. Honestly, with sort of the lead that he has and the fact that he's got the Aegis, I wonder if he's sort of feeling like, I shouldn't have gone the BKB, could have rushed the Daedalus, because he's getting away with it. They're just not quite able to kill him. I see there the odds at the moment, very much favouring Monaspa here from esportsbet.io. Understandable with how good Nande's Clinks is looking right now. And the fact that he is going the very safe route, BKB, if he wants to get it done. He's just a few hundred gold away from it, being able to get that pickup.
Yeah, I'm loving it right now. And Spartan may have had his woes, his difficulties inside laning phase, 1 and 5, but overall, his dispels have been on point. I like the build that he's gone for with his drums, of just playing with the team. As bottom, hookshot not going to connect.
Well, Skylight's fine. And Monaspa, they'll throw some tips back out the way of Ooredoo now.
They're feeling good. I mean, that's a lasso and a hook shot wasted.
And look at this top.
Not
They
getting a
see
kill.
TH2000 cleaning out the lane. And Desire, he's going to be able to get in. Pops the dust. Simonande quickly disposing of Corey with a strafe. And now looking for TH2000. TH2000 does get the Requiem off. Has he got a way out of this one? Desire, stick charges, and he's actually going to be able to live. He's going to try and hide in the trees. The Razors will find him. But TH2000 pops the BKB. Mask Command as well as he's trying to run for this. He's got the Shadow Blade up in a couple of seconds, but Sonic Wave Burst will get him low. Nande with the finishing blow. As Monaspa take down TH2000 and Nande, he's just getting kill after kill after kill.
The Clinks is 100% working right now. They've done so much to make space, and Nande is taking that space effectively. This is amazing. I mean, we're actually seeing a Clinks perhaps winning a game or working so far. Looking pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. And after a tough start, you know, a couple of deaths in lane was very much sort of knocked out in terms of the XP gain that he would have hoped to get down there. We did see, of course, CS was very good.
Omar might just be dead here.
I don't know if he's got any way out of this one, Omar. Maybe some sort of hookshot TP play. Hookshot on the
some mana.
cogs.
Okay, the mana burn might just be enough.
Yeah, I mean, Desire wants to try and find him, but indeed he will manage to get out in time. That good defensive maneuvers there from Omar.
Okay. I mean, the Cog mana burn, Gleipnir ends up missing. Alrighty. Monaspa, though, you can feel how confident they are right now. Constantly on the prowl. This Clink's just leading the charge. I mean, he's giving so much information when he goes forward like this, just to let Desire get himself in position to go for these charges. All this is before the Primal Beast even has BKB. I thought Desire would have a much harder time versus Clockwork this game, but yeah, not the case whatsoever. And now they've got DP ult again. They're going for a tower. Blink and BKB is finished on Noob now. Perhaps now he can find some way to get back into the game, because yeah, he's 0, 3, and 4.
Yeah, you know, it's not a game where he's fed at all. It's just a game where he's just not been able to do anything.
Yeah.
Because of, you know, obviously, as Monaspa very much, you would imagine, have planned for this game, planned for this matchup. They would have known that Noob's bat would have been coming out. And so far, their way of sort of tackling the overall game state when Ooredoo Thunders want to play around Noob's bat, their answer to it's been very, very good. It's working out. They've got the edge so far.
Spartan caught a bit in no man's land here. His team is connecting.
Gonna get the ults off. See Noob commit here with the last solo, dragging back into the Requiem, so we'll be able to blow up the Omni Knight. We'll turn towards Nande. Still got the Aegis, so they'll be able to burn through it. See if they can deal with him on round 2. This Wish jumping in, playing aggressive. Look towards Omar. Desire, he just comes crashing through them all.
They're rooted.
Omar will get the cogs out, but indeed the Overgrowth holding Desire into the tower, causes the death of the Primal Beast. And now Noob, he's in with the BKB. Nande, BKB comes to an end. He's been dusted up as well. Omar able to snipe him with the Rocket Flare. A very solid defense there from Ooredoo Thunders, as they're able to take a fight at a point where, you know, Monaspa probably felt stronger than they evidently were, with the fact that they had done so well with the last few pickoffs that Nande was getting, and the fact that Nande had the Aegis. But Ooredoo Thunders, they're able to deal with that. They take him down twice.
Triult. This is why, I mean, amongst, of course, the healing and everything like that, but he just roots the Clinks the entire duration of his BKB. I think he also catches the Primal Beast. And TA2000, he just stood his ground and attacked the entire team fight. So big opening there for them, and a bit over aggression getting punished. Monaspa still have to be careful about that, how they overextend. It's all about the Clinks' positioning, and he got a great Gleipnir initiation onto 3, but didn't have the follow-up. And yeah, then they just get on top of him. And now big window, we do see TA2000. He's hit 20. So a huge damage spike going his way. Also finds a Titan Sliver, so even more damage. And soon to itemize for that Dispel. That's going to be amazing versus the GA, versus the Grace. So
and is this something that a lot of the safe lane SF's doing, where you just have the 3 points in raise and max out the stats?
There was a time when I think when Pure was the first one to do the SF, he would even, this was before they nerfed
2 points,
it.
Right?
Yeah, but they nerfed it, right? They made it so you actually get like a bigger benefit from leveling it after he
So you want to get
that.
at least the 3, and then that's kind of up to debate whether you bother with the 4th point.
Yeah, I think 3 points is usually pretty, I mean, even the 4th point probably isn't bad, but it's just, you know, all about stats at this point. He switches the build, so it looks like he's going to go for a little bit more survivability. I wouldn't have hated the Nullifier, to be honest, but I think he's looking and he's like, you know what? I need some more positioning, and Scotty is amazing this game versus it's triple ranged core.
And I mean, just having the see if Nande can take down Nuba. Not quite. He's out. Yeah, and just having that sort of force capability, the Hurricane Pike, it will save you against this Gleipnir Clinks, you know.
For sure,
just being able to slide out of the strafe combo, it makes a huge difference. Just being able to avoid that high amount of physical damage that he's lining you up for.
He's probably also just like, I might not have slots perhaps for Nullifier because like it's too good of a Scotty game after Pike. Like it really is like the 3-range cores, DP, the heals, etc. It's just way too damn good. All right, back to even on that net worth.
No, it's a good game, close game here, 23-23. I mean, as I said, I think so far, Monaspa very much impressed in terms of kind of what we expected with regards to their draft. They've definitely shown that they can make this Clinks work, and they're really giving Ooredoo Thunders a good run for their money. And Ooredoo Thunders, of course, a team yet to drop a single game here, right, in this Division 2. So, and if anything with the games they've had, this is probably one of the closest ones that we've seen them be involved in.
Yeah,
very exciting stuff.
They've lost to Monaspa before. Actually, I think like 5 days ago, I believe it was.
In another tournament, right?
But they didn't lose in the series. They only lost 1 game. Spartan, he's found. Looking to be pretty dead. Big pickup there also for the Darkseer. We see the full Aghanims now. So Winter, they have an extra form of Disable now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
TA2000 switching it back and forth. I'm waiting to see which build he commits to. Because he has Nullifier requeued.
I mean,
they're both so good this game. I mean, the Scotty maybe has more arguments for the overall game, but the Nullifier just has the I click Nullifier on the target and they're dead. They can't GA, can't Grace, can't save them at all. So we'll see which one he full commits for.
Nande. He's going to look for a quick kill onto Corey, and with Desire's help, he'll get it. Does have to put the BKB, but Omar's able to get him with a hook shot. Hook shot follows up with a Cog. They manage to trap Nande. That's Nande going down. See Wish try and turn the fight around with the Sonic Wave onto the three of them, but the Greaves have popped. The heals are there, and it's going to be Ooredoo Thunders that continue to press on strong, forcing back the rest of Monaspa. They're looking towards Skylark. They're hitting here from the SF, but not quite enough to take him down still, though. That's them forcing back a Death Prophet that did pop the Exorcism.
Roshan
and
20.
Nande dying there. I mean, this is, sort of we mentioned earlier, one of the concerns with Clinks. You want to stand there in the fight. Omar, for example, is able to find that angle, get him with the hook shot. It doesn't matter sort of how much farm you've got, or if you've got that BKB off, suddenly you're panicking. You're caught by a hook shot, you're caught in the cogs, and next thing you know, one of these cores of Ooredoo Thunders is taking you down.
Yeah, they don't really have, actually looking at it,
have we got any forces?
They got no force stabs. Exactly.
Well, they have no force stabs.
No force stabs, and he doesn't have a Dragon Lance for himself either, so can't build toward it. Roche, it respawns.
I think that they're going to need to get something of the sorts, right? BKB is just not enough. They've got to be able to reposition this Clinks and get him out of, just get him away from these heroes that are jumping on top of him.
I agree. I mean, I'm looking at Spartan and I'm like, yeah, I can understand why he'd want Lotus and all these kind of little. The drums I'm fine with, but going for the Lotus, you've already countered the bat with your picks, right? So you want something else perhaps to save their Clinks, and he's just doubling down, tripling down even versus Batrider. That's going to be painful. And now a free shard for TA2000. This little mini fear, this little mini crit, it's painful. Nande.
I mean, bit of miscommunication there. Omar ends up hook shot and straight into the back.
They're on Nande.
TA2000. They get the lasso off. The BKB was there in time, but he's dragged back into the physical damage of TA2000. That's Nande gone again. 80 seconds without the Clinks. And for as strong as a mid-game as Nande was having on the Clinks, these deaths now, as the game goes on to sort of the post-30-minute mark, they hurt real bad.
I'm remembering why Clinks isn't... No, I'm just kidding. He just gets got on, right? 2 times. They have so many forms of just natural initiation to jump on him. I think right after I complimented Desire, he hasn't found a successful charge in.
Oh, no.
I've cursed the hell out of him, poor man. He had a perfect game. He got BKB, and now he hasn't been able to find anything. Ooredoo. We've seen them do this a lot, though. They're really comfortable with their mid-game timings, and even though Noob has had a kind of rough game, he's found the clutch pickups. Even looking for more. Bottom, Desire. Looking for a solo kill, but might get gone on himself.
I'll put the BKB. But he's not getting away. He's not getting away. Ooredoo Thunders take him down.
Okay, cool. Then TA2000, he's committed.
He's got the money for it, yeah.
It's going to be coming. I mean, I don't know how you play as Clinks now at this point. You're going to get nullified. Nothing's going to save you. I think Ooredoo Thunders have definitely found the solution and swinging across the map quickly. They're the ones playing so much faster now.
Yeah, they really are. They really are. They're definitely, you know, for a game, I think what was 4 minutes ago, they put 29 minutes in, it was like 23-23. Gold was basically even. These last few minutes, Ooredoo Thunder's really managing to jump ahead. And yeah, definitely concerns regarding the Clinks and his ability to stay alive. It's you know, a hero that, you know, you did sort of question, and as you said, we're seeing the reasons why. It's not easy. He gets jumped, he gets killed. And
now there's even a blink dagger on Tree. So they have the natural...
Someone else to jump him, yeah.
Everyone has a jump. Everyone has a way to get on top of this Clinks now, and to even pierce the BKB, of course.
And as you say, still what, no sort of itemization to help sort of distance him, allow him to reset in these fights if he does get jumped.
No, I think they just have to... Honestly, Desire just has to YOLO charge in with a BKB, force attention on him so that the Clinks can perhaps get an opportunity to stand his ground. Because, yeah, Nande now we're seeing massive weaknesses for this Clinks to protect himself, even with a, you know, with an Omni Knight next to him.
There we go, Monaspa. Straight out with the smoke.
Radiant's couriers
They're going to move towards the pit. I mean, they know what's going on.
I mean, look at this SF. He's got Aegis. He's like, okay, come here. Breaks the smoke. Nande, he's spotted.
Ah, look at the hook shot. Omar, he's got 3 in the cogs. He's got 3 in the cogs. Omar just gets to the back lines. He catches 3 in the cogs there. Gives the rest of his team all the space they need to take down Nande, take down Wish. And now it's just cleanup time here for Ooredoo Thunder's Monaspa. They got to bail out of there. As Skylark, he's going to get found. Will pop the BKB. He may be able to live. He's pretty speedy.
He's high-fiving.
They are going to try and chase him. Now we'll get the disarm off onto TH2000, but TH2000 surged in, closing in, diving in under the tier 4s. Not enough damage to take down Skylark, though. He will manage to escape. But what a fight there, and there's the man himself, Omar, getting the cogs out onto Desire. We'll see if we can see that again, but you don't see that often there. Beautiful hookshot cogs from Omar.
I mean, you literally couldn't ask for the better fight. They get the initiation on the Clinks and the Quap. They root post BKB. They lasso post BKB on the Quap, and 3 people are disabled by Clinks in the by a Clockwork in the meantime. I mean, literal picture-perfect team fight.
And obviously after the back of that, you know, especially without the buybacks being available here, they're short on the money. Wish and Nande, their base is just getting destroyed. Ooredoo Thunders, they take out 2 sets of racks. They're ready to look for the 3rd.
And SF now, I mean, basically level 25 with a full Satanic after this. Oh, Monaspa. They'll be able to stop them at least for the last racks, but damage is significantly done.
I mean, yeah, I don't think Ooredoo wants to go anywhere.
I mean, TA2000 still has Aegis. He's like, okay, I'll just take on buildings.
And he's just looking for the Megas, and Omar, he's in! And he's caught 2 again here in the cogs. The vacuum there from WEU to forcing Monaspa to pop these BKBs. They turn with the Sonic Wave. They'll burst through TA2000 at once. But he's going to be back for round 2. Omar does get taken out, so no clock for this fight anymore. TA2000 trying to stand his ground, gets caught by the Heaven's Arbor, disarmed for now. Now they're trying to get some sort of angle from the side, but in with the Overgrowth. A Guardian Angel comes out from Spartan, will allow them to back up, but Nande's been found! He was trying to get him from the side, but they have the vision upon him. They killed the Clinks. He's gone for 80. GG is called. Ooredoo Thunders will take this game 1. It was a fun game. It was a close game until about sort of 8 minutes ago. But yeah, those last few moments, things just collapsed so